edge of a bench here to remember that individual person. In Dana's case, if you look down the plate in the water, you'll see the names of her 3 family members that were lost that day. Her 9-year-old sister Zoe, whose bench is right after that tree, and then her parents, Leslie and Charles. Dana's family was going to Australia. They were going to live there for 6 months while her mom taught at a university in Perth. After, you know that Dana was on the airplane because when you read the name at the end of the bench, you're facing the sky. And that's how you know they were on the airplane. After Zoe's bench, there are 3 benches in a row for 11-year-old boys. They were young boys from the District of Columbia that had won a National Geographic contest. They were traveling with their teacher, so even though they're so young, you will not see their families' names in the water. They were traveling with their teacher and 2 Nat Geo employees. Their prize was a week at Catalina Island. After that, you'll see an empty area, and that's because we did not lose any teenagers that day. And then you'll start seeing the benches going in both directions. So when you read the name and you face the sky, they were on the airplane. When you read the name and you're facing the building, they were in the building. Behind you all, behind that line of trees and bushes, there's a gray wall. That's our age wall. And that's designed to commemorate their years. So it starts at 1998 at 3 inches high, 1 inch for every year Dana was alive, and it goes all the way to 71 inches to our oldest victim, a retired Navy captain who was on the airplane. The lines that the benches are on are actually the path of the plane itself. It came from behind you all where the Air Force Memorial now stands, and it actually hit the ground and skidded into the building to the right-hand side of those center columns. That is the area that you saw on TV that was caved in. However, that entire area was replaced. One of the miracles of that day was this particular wedge of the Pentagon. They had just finished renovations. So instead of there being thousands of people in that area at that time, there was a few hundred. The glass itself that they had put in was blast-proof glass. So while it provided extra protection for the folks inside that were injured, it did provide some challenges with the fire. The Pentagon itself was designed in 3 days by a general who asked his staff to come up with a design because he didn't want to travel all over the place during World War II for meetings. They broke ground on the Pentagon on September 11th, 1941 and completed construction in 16 months. At several times during the construction process, they actually had to stop construction so the engineers and architects could keep up with the contractors. They were working so fast. After 9/11, the Pentagon was rebuilt, this particular area, in less than 12 months. Crews worked day and night. They wanted it to reopen as quickly as possible. You're welcome to take pictures in this area. I will tell you, a lot of folks ask about the water. And everything about our park is to remember, reflect, and renew. So the benches and the park itself are designed to give you different sounds as you walk and as you hear the water. Water is constantly moving, so it's a renewal, it's a reflection, it's a cleansing. You are able to take pictures in this area. It's the only part of the Pentagon reservation where you can take pictures. If you have any questions, please let me know.
What do the trees stand for again?
The trees are someday, not soon enough, when they become big and fully grown, they'll provide canopy throughout the park. So there's 82 crepe myrtles, not any particular significance.
Thank you.
Some much needed shade.